signing into law of 2024 budget appropriation of 28.7 trillion naira by President Bola Tinubu, which is anchored on increase in capital expenditure and reduction in recurrent expenditure, has been described as a welcome development, as many observed that the budget Christians renewed hope would only work if President Tinubu supervises its implementation vigorously. Correspondent Gabriel Odia, who filed in this report, took a look at the presentation of 2024 budget by the President.
Though President Tinubu has assured Nigerians that the implementation of the budget would be efficiently pursued with top priorities given to defense, internal security, job creation, macroeconomic stability, among others, many Nigerians are still not comfortable given the fragile economic situation and how previous leaders have handled the budget implementation. Even though capital expenditure is pegged at 10 trillion naira, slightly higher than the recurrent expenditure of 8.8 trillion naira, while raising concern over debt servicing of 8.2 trillion naira as Herculean and harrowing.
Recurrent, like I said earlier, recurrent expenditure taking about 9.92 trillion, and then capital expenditure just about 8.7 trillion. But in relative terms, that's on comparative basis, compared to previous years. I said earlier that if you compare the rate of improvement, recurrent expenditure only increased by about 19.1%, but capital expenditure increased by about 34.7%. So which means that proportionately there is a higher increase in capital expenditure than recurrent expenditure.
Government should cut down expenditures because the level of expenditure is higher than the level of money that is supposed to be meant for development. Like they're supposed to be giving, the budget supposed to take concrete consonant of security sector. But if you look at it, the security sector is the budget meant for it is so low, and you know we are facing insecurity now. Kidnapping and banditry is taking over Nigeria.
The budget was signed on time. The processes was carried out on time from the National Assembly. There is that synergy between the executives and the legislature at the national level, and this augur well for overall development of this country. The budget is well articulated. If you look at the recurrent budget and then the capital budget, they are almost at par. But what that means is that much of the infrastructures will be put in place. The decay of the system is because there is complete absence of basic infrastructure. This is what is hampering overall development of this country.
While they expressed hope that the 2024 Budget Appropriation Bill will address the 2024 Budget Appropriation Act will address the current challenges faced by Nigerians, the respondents are of the view that more attention be given to agriculture, internal security, and infrastructural development.
The budget meant for it is so low, and you know we are facing insecurity now. Kidnapping and banditry is taking over Nigeria. So I'm of the opinion that it is better for the government of the day to give more attention to the aspect of security. Then the area of agriculture, I want to thank Mr. President because I think aside works, agri is the second sector that they budgeted enough money for.
Even the capital expenditure, with the increase in capital expenditure, because there's a relationship, even among these sectors, you know, there's intersectoral linkages. If you, like I said, you give priority to capital expenditure, that means you have given priority to the provision of durable goods, infrastructural facilities in the economy that would have the capacity to, by multiplier effect or process.
The economic experts further averred that President Tinubu must take adequate steps to ensure every budgetary provision allocated is supervised.